What is going on, everybody? So today, guys, we are going to be showing you guys a build that I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy. And it seems like a lot of you guys have been enjoying the builds on this video that we've been posting recently. And I think this build is no exception. This one actually takes SMGs to another level. And I decided to use something that isn't typical with SMG builds. Nowadays, most people just run Hunter's Fury. As you guys seen in this build, there are no Hunter's logos popping up at the bottom, and we are still getting that damage. Now, while we don't have that amazing armor or kill that the SMG does bring from the Hunter's Fury, this one still packs a punch. And if you guys don't want to build around the Hunter's Fury, if you guys want to try something different, if you guys like mixed matching pieces and build theory crafting, well, this build might be something for you guys to play with, have fun with, and mess with. I actually have a lot of fun with this one. The cool thing about this build is I'm sitting at 1.7 million armor. Yes, I said it, 1.7 million armor. Now, the one thing that you guys might have trouble getting, if you guys don't like the Dark Zone, is this weapon. Yes, this is a Dark Zone exclusive weapon. This is probably one of the coolest weapons. Now, I think once I can get this weapon to 20 expertise, this is where this weapon is going to really shine, because you do lose a little bit of damage on the first half of the magazine, but on the second half, you guys gain a lot of damage. So if I can get that expertise to 20, that first half is really not that big of a deal, and I still get that rate of fire. As you guys have seen in this gameplay, this thing actually hits very hard, especially if you think about it. Sitting at 1.7 million armor, you wouldn't expect to have this many blue cores and be able to hit this hard. And that's what I've been trying to do, get builds that have a lot of armor and still hit very hard, and then pair the right build, the right weapons, and this weapon is one of those. So what we'll do now is, you guys saw some gameplay. I'll definitely show some more throughout the build, but I want to get into it so you guys can see how I have this one set up. So you guys might have guessed it, I am running the apartment. Yes, the apartment, sitting at 122,000 damage, 13% weapon damage, 15% SMG damage, 21% crit chance, and 10% damage to targets out of cover. Now we have perfectly measured. So the top half of the magazine has 20% rate of fire, and then you do lose negative 20% weapon damage. And that's what I said, since I have 13% weapon damage on the expertise on top of this, what that does is it neglects some of that weapon damage. My goal is to get this set to 20. So if I can get this to negative 20% expertise, it'll only be negative 7% weapon damage, but I'll get 20% rate of fire on the first half. And then on the bottom half, I lose 20% rate of fire, but I gain 33% total weapon damage, which would be crazy, right, with this build, because if I have expertise on this, that'd be a total of an additional 53% extra weapon damage, total weapon damage, right? So that's what I'm kind of going for with this. I definitely want to get this one up. It's only at 13. I only have 7 more to go. So I'll definitely, I'll start working on that, try to get to at least 20, and then hopefully we can get this one there. But yeah, that's how I have it set up. I have critical hit damage on the red dot sight. I have a 20 round for the extended mag. We have the 5% crit chance laser pointer and 5% crit damage muzzle slot. For the secondary, you can run whatever you want. I have the Scorpio. I think it's great to run with almost all SMG builds since you are close range. So for the mask, we're running the Grupo Sombra mask. That's going to give us 15% critical damage for the one piece of the brand set. We have armor on here. We have crit chance, crit damage, and a critical hit chance mod. For the chest piece, we're running the Sokolov chest piece. We are going to be running a 2-piece brand set for this one. We have 10% SMG damage and 15% critical hit damage. We have 15% weapon damage on here. We have 12% critical damage, 6% critical chance, and a 12% critical hit damage mod. Now, when you are running SMG builds, especially if you run a lot of pieces, you don't have to really stack any critical hit chance. So running a 3-piece is pretty much not necessary with the SMG because it already has base critical hit chance on the weapon itself. And then if you look, we decided to go with Intimidate, and I actually like Intimidate with this build because while you have bonus armor, you gain 1 stack each second up to max stack of 7. Each stack increases weapon damage by 5%. So you can have a total of 35% weapon damage within those enemies within 10 meters. Now you do lose that stack once you have no bonus armor, but that's why I kind of built this around to have a lot of bonus armor, so when we do get that bonus armor, it lasts even if we're taking some shots. And then also we use some skills to help keep that bonus armor up. We go for the holster. We're running the Brazos holster. This is going to give us 10% skill haste, gives us armor, critical damage, and then obviously gives us that weapon damage. Obviously, this is a great piece because you get 2 core attributes technically, because you get that 15% weapon damage and you get that armor roll. For the knee pads, we're running the Overlord knee pads because we want that 8% multiplicative damage for the damage targets out of cover. We have armor on here and we have critical damage. For the gloves, this is our second piece of Sokolov. We have armor, critical chance, critical damage, and then obviously this 2 pieces giving us that 15% critical damage. And that's why we wanted this 2 piece. And then for the backpack, we have the Memento backpack, weapon damage, armor, skill tier. So at the end, we have 2 red cores plus the weapon damage from the holster. So technically 3. And then we have 5 blue cores because we have 5 blues on here. So, and then 1 yellow core. Now what this does is, remember, kill confirmed, when we do pick up a trophy, we only get a 2 red cores, so that gives us 10% weapon damage. We get the 5 blue cores, which gives us 50% bonus armor, and then we get 1% skill efficiency. So we get 50% bonus armor of 1.7 million armor. And if we collect multiple of these, that's why it's pretty good. And then remember, once we have a full stack, and that means you get 30 trophies after doing it, maybe 1 control point, you'll have 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen for 300 seconds. Every time you pick up another trophy, it automatically resets, which is actually pretty cool. So that's just something for you guys to keep in mind. And if you look right here, we have the Banshee Pulse. This helps disorient the enemies, and then I actually pair that up with the Crusader Shield. I don't typically like running the Crusader Shield anymore, but since this is at tier 6, right, because of the amount of blue cores we have on this and the yellow core, that's 4.7 million health on here, right? So it takes a lot of damage. But the main reason you want this is because it keeps that bonus armor up. The longer we keep that bonus armor up, look, the longer we can have Intimidate going. And that's where this build is going to shine, and that's why I actually like this one. If we head over here, you'll see that we have 110% weapon damage because, you know, the 122 is once we have the stacks. We have 59% critical chance, 169% critical damage, 70% headshot damage, and then we have the 18% damage targets out of cover. If we go down, 1.7 million armor, 171,000 armor on kill because we are running the gunner class for the Banshee Pulse and that 10% armor on kill. And then we have the 336,000 max health. So definitely pretty good. We don't see the armor regen because we don't have the max stack right now. And if we go over to our weapon, you can see we're at 110 now because the stack of the backpack went off, right? So now this is my weapon, guys. This is a monster. I actually I'm having fun with this one. Can't wait to get this one up to level 20. I haven't wanted to level anything up really in a while, but I think I'm gonna actually get this one because I do want to get perfectly measured. I do want to get this all the way up, so that way when I do lose weapon damage, I'm really only losing 7% weapon damage because of the expertise. So that's what I'm trying to go with. Just want to see how this works, and I think a lot of you guys will enjoy it. But this is the build right here. Think you guys will enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. It's pretty amazing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, nothing but skills out.